Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin. It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
It's Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast back on iHeartRadio. Once again, you guys been tuning in, tapping in, appreciating the platform that we're doing for individuals, professionals, entrepreneurs, content creators, people out there doing their thing on the rise of stardom, not necessarily in the spotlight, but they always in the spotlight. With that being said, I'm in California with, I got my guy Killahronh, man. Music Matters is the name of this episode. If you did not know, Killahronh is in the building. What's going on, my guy? What's happening, bro?
Good, Mr. Boykin. Was good.
Yeah. We're gonna chop it up. You guys always know I get excited about this. I love doing this, man. I love featuring people, talking to people, building with the community, man, seeing where they at. And my guy has been in the music industry for quite a while. He's a talented individual. We're gonna chop it up with that, man. He's doing some things. But if you could, Ron, give us a little background story of you in the music industry, man. What got you into it? What drove you into it? What connected you to it to be where you are right now?
I started off in hip hop. My brother, rest in peace, he was like a b-boy, and he's from the classic hip hop era. So I was kind of within, and then he got my second older brother into hip hop, and then I got into it off top, and I just kind of like abandoned it for a minute, and I went to like alternative rock, indie rock. I just dove into different genres because I was a drummer. Wow. And then full circle, I come back as a solo artist, Killahronh, because that name came from me playing drums.
Wow, that's what's up. So I'm assuming you're a bad man on them drums.
I'm not bad. I'm not bad.
He's being modest, ladies and gentlemen. He's being modest. Let's talk about the single, man. Tunnel Vision, man. I'm assuming that's out right now.
Yes, sir. It's out. It's out now.
So first of all, what is Tunnel Vision? What is create the element for me? If I pop in that single and I press play, what am I about to embark on? What's the vibe?
I mean, it's literally how I'm moving these days. It's just like I can't see myself doing nothing else. I'm constantly like you do the podcast. That's your grind. You can't see yourself doing nothing else. So I'm constantly just like doing this music nonstop because I don't quit.
Wow, 24/7. What's the goal, man? What's the end game? What's the target that you're trying to grasp, man? Establish family foundation for yourself. You know, a lot of people's why is completely different, but what's the drive for you?
To be honest with you, I mean, like I'm in a situation where like I don't even have to really do music because I have like what most people kind of want in a basic sense. Like you got a house, you're not struggling so much. But I still do this music because I just love to do it. But the end game is for the brand, like the Jordan brand. I want that to be like, you know how Snoop Dogg can literally just drop anything and it's just because of his name. That's the end game I'm really trying to do for me and the people that I connect with, everybody who rocks with me and everybody that I rock with.
That's what's up, man. Jordan is the brand, man. And it's also a single was a part of a new album, Shadows. You know, people love talking albums. You know, people like putting out music. Some people do it with passion. Some people don't. But this album for you, you know, once again, I'm assuming it's very special for you. How long did it take you to put that body to work together, compose it?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just have so many songs, and I just like if you watch the NBA, the way that they draft players, that's how I draft my songs. I just have so many songs, and I just listen. I'm like, okay, this one's going on the album. Oh, that's the second draft pick. That's going on the album. So it doesn't take me long. I have so much music that I just have albums ready to go.
Catalog heavy. Yes, sir. Catalog heavy. I got the message. Any visuals you plan on doing? You know, some people extend their projects and they get into the creative space with the film and the video, short films, music video, cartoon videos, anime. Do you do anything of that nature too? Do you tap in or you plan to do anything like that to kind of expand the projects in that way?
Every video that I've done it myself. I recently put the video, I think the song Nobody, Mr. Nobody. I did a visual for that while I was in Vegas, but it's nothing big because I guess I feel like music videos are not what they used to be. It's not like the Hype William days or the Michael Jackson days where like Michael Jackson literally had a music video in in the middle of a commercial, like you're watching in living color, and then Michael Jackson's music video comes on TV. Like people don't respect music videos like that. It's all content.
Yeah.
So I just do content.
Content-driven society. Speaking of content, man, social media in general. I just wanted to definitely ask you this question. You're in a creative space as well as me. Has the internet impacted your career or the music business industry in any kind of way, or you think it took away? Because, music ain't the same from 10, 20, 30 years ago, obviously, with the introduction of the internet. So do you think it kind of like helped, or you think it kind of like took away from the music industry, just in your opinion?
I think it's a double-edged sword because, like I was saying, if you know the term, video killed the radio star. So I think that internet killed the video star. Social media killed the video star.
Wow.
So, in a sense, like I was saying, music videos are not popping like that anymore because people can swipe and see any kind of music video. People can swipe. Like I was saying, Hype Williams made crazy videos, but people actually almost killing themselves on social media.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when it comes to like visuals, internet, I don't think it. I mean, I don't know. I can't even answer that correctly because I'm only one person. It might be different for everybody else.
Yeah.
Music wise, if I want to hope that we're not being robbed music wise, because like they say like your music can be played, if your music is played on social media, that's like a stream. So there could be a lot of streams, but who's collecting that money and who's giving it to the artist correctly?
Then of course we ain't gonna go there with the percentages that the artist is really getting from these internet companies and these providers and whatnot. I mean, they're getting fractions of pennies on a dollar, you know what I mean? So like I said, the internet is driving things, but like I said, who's benefit? I think that's the greatest point you just alluded to. Who's benefiting, really, truly, right? You got oversaturation of this and that. Now, like I said, the Hype Williams days, the creative space, man. Like right now, where's Hype Williams doing right now, right? You got so much oversaturation of this and that it kind of flooded. And some of the stuff is terrible. Let's be honest. I'm gonna say it for you, bro. You ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Some of the stuff is just ridiculous, man. Like, come on. It's like there's an audience for everything right now, man. I miss the creative, the A&R process, the grooming of an artist, right? That stuff went away, man. Now it's just like, hey, you got a single, we want you, it's popping, it's viral, that's it, right? The artist development, the creativeness, I think we lost some of that. You don't like the people like the Michael Jacksons. There were some great people, man, some great artists. Now you just got people who just after the bag. That's all they're trying to do. So it's definitely a difference. Speaking of creative space, man, you have an album review podcast. I definitely want to tap into that. Plug your podcast platform as well. A Drodian podcast is the name of that for y'all. And once again, that's going to be in the show notes of this episode, y'all. So you can make sure you tap into that podcast as well. But what was the vision for your platform when you wanted to create it? What were you thinking in the mindset of creating your podcast?
That's crazy how you segue that. You are a professional, sir. I see what you're doing there. That's the exact reason. Like, there's so many of these radio shows or internet shows where like they're just send me your music, send me one song, and then we're gonna review it. Like, I never really dug that. So I like rather actually have an artist that reaches out to me or people that I rock with, and I review their whole album, like the whole body of work, and the whole time is devoted specifically to what they did and put their time and their money and effort and energy into. Wow. So that's what I do. I do that show probably like every other week.
Wow. And that show is for indie artists, any type of specific genre. Because that's dope. That's unique. See, I love stuff that's original and unique. That's fire. Yeah. Any kind of specific genres you deal with, or you deal with all kind of artists and musicians in general, or what's your like?
All artists.
Wow. That's dope.
I just don't. I only get a lot of hip hop artists, but I'm open to everything.
That's fire, man. How long you been doing it? How long the podcast been out?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like been so many changes. Like, I've been doing a podcast. I started doing podcasting before any of these podcasts were out, like in 2011.
Wow.
I was doing podcasts back then. I was like, because it was me and a colleague that he was mixing my music. And like, we had like this connection as far as like our banter and how we like communicate. Like, man, this is podcast started, like before podcast anything.
Yo,
So I was
that's
like, man, let's just record this and just get this down. And we started the Drodian podcast, where it was just me and the co-host, and we bring people onto the show, and things happen. It mutated, transformed to multiple things. We bought my brother, and it's just like, but now it's like easier for me to do it myself and just like shameless promote artists.
That's what's up, man. And then you do your podcast, is it in person and audio, remote, virtual? What's the format for your podcast?
I do pre-recording. So like when people send me their music, I don't listen to it until I actually press record on the show.
Oh, now that's fire, Ron. That's fire, bro. I like that. See, that's a dope concept right there. So we live in the flesh.
Sir.
You can't run. You're gonna get this critique. You're gonna get this work. That's what's up, bro. That's fire, man. And is that like kind of where the Drodian team and your affiliates kind of stem from? Did that kind of come from a Drodian podcast? Did that all derive from that as well? Because I know you got your team and your affiliates you deal with as well.
Okay, so I was an independent artist, as the name Killahronh. I was not affiliated with the Drodians at all. It was my brother, who was by the name of Rothstein, and another by 2012. They started the Drodians as a group. And then they expanded, and they brought me, then they brought another individual by the name of Fury. And then once time passed, my brother passed the torch to me and made me quote unquote CEO, but I don't pay attention to that title.
Right.
But he made kind of the person to forefront everything, and I just started drafting dope artists. I got a dude named Too Nasty. I just started a bunch of the people that you see on the roster. Those are the people that I pretty much brought in because I saw their talent, and I still look for talent to add to the roster. Wow. The Drodian podcast, no, that was just a way for me to shamelessly promote my team.
Nice. Create something versus knocking at the doors and what they say, Ron, asking. No, we creators, man. We got our own ride. We got our own network. That's what's up. I like that. And I like what you said too. Just piggybacking off what you said. We've been doing this thing before it was called podcast. You dig what I'm saying? Like, all it is a new name, bro. If you Google us 5, 10 years ago, 7 years ago, bro, you're going to see we've been doing this. All it is a new name. It's repackaged, and everybody loved what's new. And then now you have these internet companies. They tapped into what people was already doing. People like myself. I've been doing this, 12, 13 years, bro. Talking, and you know what I'm saying? So you're completely right. I think the internet has caught on, and the technology companies caught on to what people are doing, and that's where it's at. But I just want to piggyback off that point. That's a great point. Well, we've been doing this. Yeah, man. And you got the Drodian app too, correct?
Yes, sir. Get that. If you guys want some free merch, just tap in. Just
wow.
Get that.
You ain't gonna get that nowhere. Look, it's Christmas time. You heard the man that came out of his mouth. There's free merch. There's some things on there. There's some content on the app as well, Ron?
Everything that has to do with the Drodians, past, present, and going to the future is going to be updated. I'm the one that's managing it all.
Perfect. What's next for you, man? What are you working on for the fourth quarter? We only got countdown to the new year. I know a lot of people doing their books. They're looking at this. They're cutting budgets. They're looking at the first quarter, man. We all do it. We businessmen, so we know what it is. But what's next up for you?
I'm a man about trilogies. I have every album, most albums that I have like 3 parts to it. So I'm finalizing 2 more trilogies: The Feasts of Death Part 3 and Purple Thriller Part 3, and those are going to be the last that I drop for this year. In 2024, I'm trying to start off brand new with something new.
That's what's up. Whole new trilogy, whole new series, whole new vibe, whole new outlook, man. Final question for you, Ron, and we're going to sign off, bro. Best advice you was ever given in regards to this music industry, because it is tricky. It is funny. We see it all on social media. It's weird. It's some weird individuals in it. Some people who not have your best interests at heart. Some people try to capitalize over what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about, man. But best advice you was ever given in regards to this music industry that kind of helped you really tremendously stay on your grind, stay with that tunnel vision, stay plugged into doing what you do.
Dang, that's I have to call you Allen Iverson because you crossed me up with that one.
And I had to put tunnel vision back at the end of that thing. We doing this, Rob.
Honestly, I really can't answer. I just know, like, back in the past when I like years ago when I met Glasses Malone at a interview, he said the best thing the best advice that he's told me is like say yes to everything. And like that kind of works to a certain extent, but like now I don't think it worked. I don't think it aged well. You can't say yes to everything now. Maybe back then, because back then I was saying yes. I was like, you want to do the show? Yeah. You want to get on the interview? Yeah. You want to do this song? I was like, and everything started lining up for me. And now yes to everything, like it's probably not going to work out in my favor. So I really don't. And I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's the answer right there, Rod. Don't say yes to everything. Look, like you said, that's the answer. In this new time, in this updated era and moment that we live in, back then that worked. Now it doesn't work. So that's the answer. Don't say yes to everything in this music industry, because that ain't gonna get you quite far. Then again, it might get you in some rooms you don't want to be in. That's another shameful conversation. We appreciate you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, his information, the Drodian app, his podcast platform, his social media links, once again, is going to be in the show notes of this episode. So definitely tap into what he's doing, man. Ron, we appreciate you, man, for tapping in and giving us a great episode as always. And once again, we'll tap into your podcast as well, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
Bless. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. Stardom101 Magazine, you guys, we love you once again for tuning in, supporting us, supporting people like Ron, supporting this platform that we do for the entrepreneurs, the people on the rise, the people who are upcoming, not necessarily getting their just due. And that's why we are created, and that's why we do what we do, to give them their flowers while they're here. Stardom101 Magazine, iHeartRadio. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.